During those days, as black students in this country, we were fighting against that system of education, which was designed by Professor Excellent and Dr. Henry Butwood, those architects of apartheid, to make blacks in this country nothing but slaves. But unfortunately, when we were protesting, demonstrating peacefully against that system of education, the response from the regime was always negative because we were tear-gassed, baton charged, we were telling the children to be tortured, and some of our students were even killed in the process. Then it was clear to me, and then instead that fighting apartheid using only peaceful method of struggle, it was ineffective. That's why in 1981, when I was 21 years of age, I left this country. Through Swaziland, I was in Mozambique. From Mozambique straight to Angola. That's where I was trained militarily to come and fight apartheid in this country. From Angola back to Zambia, from Zambia to Botswana. I entered this country again from Botswana to Botswana. I was operating in Soweto up until I was arrested in 1984 when I was 24 years of age. When I was arrested in Soweto, I was then taken straight to Protea, police station in Soweto. That's where I was detained under Section 24, the Internal Security Act, where you were detained for not less than 6 months. To me, those 6 months in detention were like 100 years because in detention, life was very tough. In detention, you considered yourself as fortunate if you came out of that place still alive because so many activists were killed in detention. In detention, I was severely tortured, both physical and psychological. It was very tough. You know, I cannot start to begin to tell you the types of torture I was subjected to while in detention. That's why to me those 6 months in detention were like 100 years, but it was even worse with our female comrades. You know, the security police or the special branch, they did unspeakable things to our female comrades in detention. Things that I can't mention here in front of you today, but that's why I respect and salute all those female comrades who were in the forefront in that battle against apartheid because some of them, they still suffer even today because of that type of torture that was administered to them while in detention. After 6 months in Protea, police in Soweto, I was sentenced to deep proof prison in Johannesburg. My trial, it was in Johannesburg Magistrate Court. It was in court number 15, August 15, when I was sentenced to 7 years in prison under what they term as terrorism. On my charge sheet, charges were leaving this country illegal, entering this country again illegal, being a member of the unlawful the ANC, the African National Congress, and its military wing of Congo, the speaker of the nation, and functioning in Angola, founding the Council mission, furthering the aims of our military wing of Congo. I was then sentenced to that term in prison 7 years. Then from deep proof prison in Johannesburg, we were transported by truck, our hands were entered. We had black iron shackles around our hands to Cape Town. Then from Cape Town, we took the boat to this place. When I first came here in this prison, right from the boat, escorted by one that's still in chains, we were taken straight to that office called the reception office. From that office to A section, observation section for 6 months, before I was then transferred to F section. That's where I spent the rest of my sentence. In that section called F, in that cell called runners. I left this prison in 1981. Through the idea as a guide, only in 2005. This is the end of our tour. In conclusion, though we suffered so much in this prison, but we bear no grudge. We pride ourselves with one of the best conditions in the whole world. I think in this country, we are blessed to have leaders like Mr. Nelson Mandela, who taught us about the need of reconciliation here in this country for the benefit of our children, the benefit of our country. and our whole nation. This is the end of our tour. I will show you your way out, and then you'll be free from my prison. I thank you.
Thank you.